Hello?
Greetings. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to Earground. My name is Plot Mark, and welcome to the platform that brings you some of the biggest voices when it comes to music. And today we're having a legendary conversation. I'll be speaking to four artists in part of me. We're going to be crossing over to Jamaica to speak to three legendary artists from Jamaica, and also down South Africa, speaking to an artist from Zimbabwe. Leroy, Scarlett, Black Dread, Fredlocks, alongside Don Dada. Those are going to be our guests. And we're going to be talking about the state of reggae, the state of reggae music. So stay tuned as we bring you the guests. Stay tuned. We're coming back just right now. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in, and welcome.
Bless.
Big things.
Greetings.
Blessed. Blessed. All right. I don't know if you can hear me clearly.
Yeah, man, we can hear you.
Blessed. Thank you so much. It's such an honor to have you.
I can hear you.
My name is Plot.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Yes, we can hear you. Great. So thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Plot. Welcome to Earground. And today we'll be talking about the state of reggae music. And it's such an honor to have legends in the house. Maybe for the benefit of those that are watching, I'll just let you introduce yourself and also talk about a bit the highlights of your career. I'll start off with Elder Fredlocks. Yes, you can go ahead. Yes, we can hear you.
The world music.
Apparently the sound is apparently our sound, our connection there. Elder, I can't. I can't hear you. Let me try to fix your sound. In the meantime, I'll hear from the other two elders whilst I try to fix your sound. So stay tuned. Elders.
Yeah.
Yaban, blessed.
Black Dread, original Black Dread. Record producer, sound system operator, record shop owner.
Blessed.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to have you on the program. And
yes, man. Bless up yourself.
Elder Leroy.
I'm a partner in music, Mr. Leroy Scarlett.
Greetings, world. Yeah, man, this is Leroy Scarlett, first an artist, yeah, then music producer, and an artist again. So it's just big things. We're trying to just build a serious, wonderful, good suit for the music again. You know? So that's why we link together and say, yeah, we'll do this. So let's go.
Blessed. Thank you so much. Such an honor to have you on the program. Don Dada, Wagwan.
Oh man, greetings, Don Dada all the way down Johannesburg, South Africa. multi-platinum reggae music, hip hop artist. Man, working with Reggae Powerhouse Band, it's just a beautiful experience with the reggae music, and I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me, man.
Wow.
Live stand.
Bless.
Blessed. To start off the conversation, where is reggae music right now? What's the state of reggae music?
Wow.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, who are you asking? You asking?
Okay, I'm gonna start off with Black and Red.
All right. The state of reggae music is very good in my eyes because I'm still producing reggae. We're still producing reggae. We may not get the platform that we deserve, but we are promoting and producing reggae as ever. There was a little period where I think we kind of lost our way in terms of the message that we were sending out. Not we, certain folks who were in the business and what they were doing, and a lot of because of the transition from music from the vinyl to CD and now online. I think we got left behind slightly, but we're running for the post like Usain Bolt.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, great. Elder Leroy.
Yes, I have blessed it.
Blessed.
Yeah,
Where is reggae music today?
this is one of the reasons why we link together as one, and I try to build back our authentic sound of reggae music.
That's
Yeah, because as blacks, we did we sing a little bit, but we are here now, and we just have to give thanks to have a man like Black or Fred Locks and you and Dada on board, because guess what? We ain't looking back. You see me?
straight ahead.
Straight ahead. When I look back.
Bless. Elder Fredlocks, I don't know if you can hear me there. Elder Fred, can you hear me?
Jaja. That is
Okay.
good.
Stay tuned as we try to get a connection to Elder Fred. Elder Fred, if you can hear me, you can come through. So whilst we're trying to sort out the connection with Elder Fred, stay tuned. I'm just going to play a small commercial and then we'll continue the program. Stay tuned to Ear Ground.
Yes,
Elder, you're back.
Not hearing me, no, that's all.
Elder Fred.
We're hearing you, Fred.
Fred Locks this now. You can't hear me better?
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Perfect.
All right.
Blessed.
Yeah, man. Sorry, Fred. Ready for tell them. You ready for talk to me now?
Mm-hmm.
No,
You ready for talk to me now?
Talk to the Godfather.
Yeah.
Blessed. So yeah, earlier on now. Thanks a lot. You're giving your introduction there.
To talk to Fred.
Yes, you were giving your introduction.
You know, Fred Locks is a star. Big, it was Black Starliner.
Yeah. Great.
Me.
So, yeah.
A plot was Elder before
yes, I can talk now.
No, you can. Before we took a break, the question that plot had asked was, where do you think that reggae music is today? I think that's where he was starting off the conversation. So I think that's the question that he was asking you. Where
Right.
do you think
You want
reggae
me to
music?
answer now? You want me to answer? You want me to answer?
Yes,
Yes, please.
You want me to answer
Yes.
now?
Yes.
yes.
All right. I'm saying that reggae music is in a state, in every state in the world. Reggae music never died. While people was playing other music, we were recording in the studios because I'm a singer, so doing work. So we come to take back the position that it should be in. But sometimes people talk like if reggae music had died. You know, reggae music is the music that make you interviewing us today, even Don Dada. You know, because the whole world love reggae music because reggae music is the world music. Reggae music
Never
is the
die.
music that is in the four corners. You see? No,
Yeah.
nobody can stop reggae. Reggae gone clear. So all we have to do is keep doing good music and keep sending out positive messages, and the reggae music will always be alive because our music is the only music everybody in the world can relate to,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, yes.
So I am
And
saying reggae music never take a dive. It was always alive. Reggae music can't die because they have I and I singing about King Rastafari, you know? So and we get it, we get the job, so we are going to do it.
Yeah.
You see me?
Our foundation.
great,
Yeah.
Them
great.
man they started.
And when you say reggae has never died, reggae is still around, are you
Yeah,
talking about
man.
the reggae as in message or reggae as in sound?
reggae reggae music is a message music, the king's music. So I and I have always been doing this. But then sometimes some other music surface for a while and die, still stay. Music come and go, genres come and go, but reggae music still stay on top of everything. As I'm saying, that is why even you can interview us today because I sing reggae music. And the whole continent know of reggae music and the whole world know of reggae music. So reggae music need to take back its place at the top, but it never dropped completely like to say reggae was dead or anything like that. So the state of reggae music to me is that reggae music is very much alive, and because of the COVID, too, we're getting more time to go into the studios and do good music. We have all the time in the world now. And the artists them who stray and did some derogatory thing, like the baby of reggae, what them call dancehall, them come with some more dance move and some derogatory thing, and people want to class it as reggae, but reggae is a genre. Reggae is a tempo, it's a beat. Reggae is what we sing, you know. So we always doing reggae and keep it alive, with reggae alive.
Oh,
So
that is
you
powerful.
understand that, right?
Boom, boom.
I understand that. Elder Leroy, do you share the same sentiment that reggae is
Yeah,
still alive as in the message? Like, what's your sentiment? What's your response to that?
Well,
Yeah.
as Frederick said, it is
reggae.
alive. This is why we are here. Playing great music because it is alive. You get me? They try to slow it up a bit, but we'll find a way to get around with a steam up becomes one, man stop the thing and I make it work. So yes, it is alive and well. And only I go get better.
Can only
Oh, great, great. Yeah, you can go ahead, Black and Red.
Yeah, yeah, reggae music never die. Is the music is the world music like Fred Lock say. So it's the music Leroy say is the world music and Blacker says the world music. Don Dada says the world music. That means that the whole world says the world music. Our music can never die. It will live on. Singers come and go, but the music is here to stay. So no matter what the people say, reggae music is alive and well. And it don't have no COVID.
That is a powerful one. Don't Dada. You are
Reggae music is
waking.
a healing for COVID.
Yeah.
Don't Dada. Reggae music in Africa, is it still living, or there's it's something that you're trying to revive? Do you think that reggae music still lives in Africa?
The African continent and you look at the countries individually, reggae is always within the top I would even say top three. I would even say top five. Top three genres. Reggae is always there. So it's one of the most dominant genres in Africa. It's something that we all connect to. It's something that we all feel close to. And reggae music in Africa has somewhat had a metamorphosis. And I say this meaning that you have all these different countries with all these different languages and all these different people, and they're all accepting reggae music. And now they're creating reggae music in their languages that they come from. You got guys that are doing it in Shona. You got Zulu reggae. You got Xhosa reggae. You've got there's just so many varieties now. So not only do I think that it's still alive, but I think it's getting stronger. In South Africa, I could say that reggae has been a bit quiet. I'll say quiet for the last couple of years since the passing of Lucky Dube. But that's not to say that's on the fault of the artists or of the music itself, because South Africa has one of the biggest Rastafarian communities. We really do support reggae music, but the country just changed a lot after apartheid, and I feel that the music that was selected to be pushed became a different type of music. But regardless of that, reggae is now, as Elder Fredlock's eloquent put, is taking back its place at the top. That's what we're about. And I mean, I'm one of the youth. I'm speaking for the youth. We are pushing reggae to the top, and that's what we're doing.
Pushing reggae to the top. This is quite interesting because the young people today, we bring in our guests just in there. Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Black Dread, I can see you. You're now tuned in.
Yeah, man, tune in, man.
Bless.
Someone tried to call in, so we call them out.
Okay, great. So yeah, Don Dada was talking about the revival of reggae music in Africa, and that there are a lot of efforts that are happening. But mainstream media, we don't hear much of reggae music now as compared to back then. Here in Europe, they play reggae, but not as much as they used to do. Do you feel that the media is doing justice to reggae music, considering that there are a lot of genres that are connecting or getting some inspiration as well as sampling reggae music?
No justice. It's out justice. It's not injustice. So it's out justice they're giving us. They're not giving us no chance. They don't want our music to be the real music. Because reggae talks to the truth. It talks about life, about the reality of living. So it's hard for them to put us up front. It's better to play some little fancy. Oh, I love you, baby. Yeah, let's go party, let's go dance. It's easy for but the normal person, that's what they want to hear. They don't want to hear about the suffering going on in Soweto. They don't want to hear about the suffering going on in Brixton. They don't want to hear the suffering in Zimbabwe, in Jamaica. They don't want to hear that.
So it's the message that they're trying to keep out.
Suppress it. Yes. They don't want. No, we are the messengers, you know. Yeah. So we don't have the tablet to write on. So we write it down in lyrics, in music, and we tell the nation.
If I can comment.
Yeah, man.
Can
Yeah.
Can Fredlock's come in?
Yeah, Fredlock's, you can come through.
Yeah, what I am saying is the Rastafari people made reggae music and bring it to where it is. See? That Bob Marley, even in your country, Zimbabwe, his song was used in the independence. Zimbabwe, you know? So
yeah.
What happened is, over the years, them try to put, to our belief, them try to put Rastafari works on the back burner. So because Rastafarians made reggae music what it is, them prefer Barabbas more than Christ. So the dirty mouth Jamaican them with them dancehall music, them put that up front. Right?
Yeah.
But we saying that no, we still in the background doing reggae music and ready for them, like Usain Bolt here in Blacker said that we're going to sprint to the top again, to the world, you know. You see?
Yeah.
Guys, our thing is we supposed to protect it. We're supposed to make sure the right thing is done. Because we as Rastafarians, we make reggae music. We made it.
And you know something,
carry the message.
You know something, Daddy Fred? And it's
Yeah,
people like you men that you guys on the radio. Okay, you see? Now we have black people on the radio that can promote our music, and we're not partial about promoting our own music. Sometimes these guys they would take money not to play our music. But no man can't pay me not to play reggae or listen reggae. That's what I do. That's our liberty. So we need personalities on the radio. We need personalities on television. We need all these things to promote our music. You see, um, I see Oprah Winfrey. We have our own TV station.
Yeah, man.
So no one can put no negative anything about black people on her
right.
station. She will not have it. Yeah, and I am so loving that woman. I have so much love for her. We call her TV own. That means she's showing us that we can own our own thing. So
Yeah.
we need to own the record companies that promote reggae.
On the
Yeah,
radio
own the
station.
radio station, and we own the television. So it's not television. We own our own, so we can put the true vision on there for people
True
to
vision.
see what's going. The true vision. Yeah.
Mhm. And Don Dada, do you think that there are enough players from the reggae community within the media? Um, because um, the other music genres, we see them owning also the means of communication. Do you see that happening?
Look, I think it's like the elders said. There's a whole bunch of injustice going on, man. Even if there is some people that are within the media sphere, we need to be open with each other. We can't be in who we choose and keeping out who we choose. That's not how reggae music works. That's not how Rastafari works. That's not how anything works. So there's many things that need to change in order for the media sphere to start becoming acceptable for reggae music. One thing I can tell you about an experience in South Africa. For the first time in 25 years, the South African Music Awards gave the first award to reggae music last year. That means
Uh,
Lucky Dube did
Ah,
not receive any
Super
acclamation.
young, overdue.
Exactly. So this is now what you're looking at. And when they did give that award, after 25 years, they did it off television. It wasn't something that was televised. So these are the things that we're fighting. We have a reggae show. The reggae show is only 1 hour and it plays once a week on one channel. That's not enough for us. I mean, how many artists are out there creating content? Reggae music is something that was used during apartheid to battle
Yeah,
all of the injustice that was going against us. Whether you talk about Hector Peterson, Nelson Mandela, what was going on the Soweto uprising, this is a music that was used for all of that. So
yes,
it's kind of ironic that after the battle is fought, the music is forgotten. I find that quite ironic. This is something that we can't let stand. And like I said, and I'll say it again, we're here to bring it back to the top.
yeah, straight.
yeah, that's what I said. It. Excuse me again. That's why I was saying them prefer Barabbas more than Christ because they don't want to promote the good music. You know, they try to put us on back burner all the time, but that don't mean the music died or is dying. It just means that people don't want to hear it because they're not godly. Too many ungodly people in the world, but we're still going to kill them with it. We're still going to push it down them throat. Cause somebody have to do it till we own places like Oprah Winfrey have the one TV station, the one radio station, and we now dictate how we're not going to play for an hour, play for the whole day because we own it.
Yeah. So look at it now. That's brilliant because at one time we didn't even have 1 hour a week.
Right.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah,
progress, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
So
Progress,
sure.
slow but sure.
from that 1 hour, we're gonna develop to 2 hours and maybe
Yeah.
three to a whole day to a week to a month to a year. And you're
Yeah.
gonna be the
Till every
owner of that radio station.
Yeah, and in the end, I mean, we're gonna do like just like what Taffy Arts is saying in the comments. We need global concerts, so that's gonna be happening too. We need all of that to build reggae music back to its pinnacle.
Yeah,
right. So we're ready for
yeah,
African tour. Dreadlocks, the dreadlocks ready for African tour. Cause
Yes,
we want people them come back to them senses, you know. We want to feed them with good music. we feed the people with music. Bob Marley come and do everything already. Well, in a short time that he was here, him sing some songs that's relevant to know. We feed the people with music. And him song was "You Born in Zimbabwe." So this is that takes place in Africa. He was saying South Africa, Mandela, them reggae music, and in Zimbabwe the same thing. So the people realize this music, is really the music after every time. It's a king's music, it's the world music. So we got to come back on top. We as a people, all of us, even who talking now, even this brother from Zimbabwe, he's in Germany right now.
Yeah, man.
But this brother is helping to promote our thing right now. I will give thanks to people like that. And we need more people like that. And we're going to take
Yes,
over the world again. You see it?
Yeah, you better believe that.
Right,
We
Leroy?
are revolutionary for reggae music.
Hey,
I'm a
Leroy, your
fight.
mama is calling you, man. Where's Leroy?
I'm here, man. I'm here.
So I'm going to play a small clip and then I'm going to ask my question just now. So stay tuned. I'm going to play a clip from the Jamaican Prime Minister, and I want to ask a question around the support and involvement of government in promoting reggae music. Stay tuned.
That dancehall is being hijacked. Other people are taking our music and making more money off it because the people who are carrying the music not seeing the economic value in the music. So we're going to take the time now, which we have already been discussing internally. We understand the hurt and suffering.
So I know you was talking there about dancehall, but also applying to reggae music. Is there money in reggae music? Before I talk about the government support.
is there money?
Yeah, like in terms of can somebody
Oh,
in the
okay.
reggae community eating off the reggae music, or it's the bigger machinery that is consuming of the reggae music?
Well, can I say? Let me say, the Prime Minister have only himself to blame. He's the head of Jamaica. He should be ashamed to come and say something like that. He is the Prime Minister of Jamaica. He is the man who have the power to elevate the music to where it can go at this point in time. So I think he needs to listen Michael Jackson song that say, "Look at that man in the mirror, Mr. Prime Minister, and you can be the one to start it. You can be the most famous Prime Minister Jamaica history if you give reggae the justice that it deserves. Because reggae put Jamaica on the map. Not Jamaica put reggae on the map. Reggae put Jamaica on the map. And Jamaica government have never ever invested in reggae music. We don't have no big arenas to do multi-million concerts. They don't put nothing in place for reggae, but yet they say reggae is the music that's mashing up the community. It's they mashing up the community because when they stop the reggae music, you have like maybe at one party, one dance in Jamaica, maybe 100 different people can earn money in the night. So when you stop the concert now, those 100 people have no money to feed their family. So members of their family might have to go and look for food. So it's all he needs to look at himself and start the ball rolling. That's what I say to him.
Yo.
Yeah, Elder Fred, you can come through. What's your take in terms of artists?
You what I'm saying now?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. You talk to I know, Fred Lock. You hear me I say no? Because them call every music out of Jamaica reggae. When a reggae artist or a group nominated from Grammy in America, if it's even the dancehall music, them categorize it as reggae. So I want to correct the Prime Minister. Is music mashing up Jamaica, not reggae. It's a dirty music. If you see my nine, you're gonna feel it, or gonna lick out a boy head back. It's not reggae music that it's a dancehall music. Portray that kind of thing. Reggae music spread message. Reggae music, the beat you can't sing nothing derogatory or anything. So they must get it straight. Reggae music is a different genre from ska, mento, pop music. Everything have them own genre. Reggae is a tempo, a heartbeat music, the music of the nation, the music of the suffering. This is a vehicle that we use to transport our message. Reggae is not them thing. The reggae is culture, love, and and looking against injustice. We use reggae music to deal with social commentary, to address issues that the other music don't do. You understand? So that's why I said
Sure,
the
man.
Prime Minister and all these people, them not talk nothing way right. Them are come talk about dancehall music. Dancehall is a place from the beginning. It's not a music. Dancehall is a place where you go to listen to all genres. So them name a music dancehall, and then when they name so now, them must call it reggae same way. You get categorized as reggae when you go up on the American stage because people look to America to determine what our what space our music should take in the world, or what we should do because America dictating what the whole world should do. You know, so we don't have to get Grammy for feel like our music is on top. We can put reggae music on top and step around Grammy. You know, because Grammy don't, as the brother was saying, is them give you an award behind stage. Them don't put it up front like the rest of things. You see? So them trying to show that them don't recognize the thing them using us. You see what I say?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true, true,
yeah,
true, true,
yeah,
true.
sure. And
Continue,
I will
Leroy.
burn them out. And more fire, I say, and less prayer. The wicked have to feel it. More fire, we say, for all the injustices worldwide. When I ease up
Judgment.
or nothing. Judgment time, we know. You see what them a do with this pandemic, we know judgment time. So serious songs them have to make. All the wicked have to hear it and either them drop dead or I love it. See me?
Real talk, that man.
bless,
Real
bless.
talk.
Don Dada
My king.
in South Africa, support systems from the government towards reggae music. How's the situation?
You know, it's a double-edged sword. Okay, so you've got the Department of Arts and Culture. They really do. I guess they try. They do things such as the reggae in Dabas, where they bring Rastas from different communities in South Africa together, and they have a meeting once a year. They discuss reggae music and so on and so forth. Now, if you ask me, should reggae music be relying on the government? My answer is no. I don't think we should be relying on the government for support because the government, same people that own all of these radio stations and television outlets and so on. So if you're not playing on there, then that's a little bit of a message for you. So I think the concentration has to be on getting your own, building your own, and creating for oneself. Because if you're relying on what they're gonna do for you, my friend, I don't see anything happening very soon. You know what I mean?
You know, Dan Dada, I don't think it's relying on them. It's actually making them move the obstacles that they put in our way. Because the obstacles is what's stopping us,
Right.
It's not the music, and it's not the culture. Because the Jamaican Minister of Culture, she's very good because she even have reggae day now. She have reggae month. These things were never ever in our calendar. So even though in South Africa you will have a reggae day, Jamaica didn't have that. How can you? So this is where it comes from. The top they have to recognize it, then the world recognize it. Don't get me wrong, we don't need them,
Can I
but
comment?
we need them to move the obstacle.
No, very true. I can agree with that.
Blacker,
There is
can I come?
a lot of art. Sorry, Alder, you can come through.
Dandada, I
Yes,
want to
sir.
make a comment. You know why?
Yeah,
Yes.
Feeding off what you say. It's if we win the souls. If we win the souls of all our African leaders and governments who already own these things, it will make it easier for us because them already have the outlet. So as we know, if we can get to own our own thing as some smaller people who is not very rich or anything or can afford to do the things, if we could get them to say, well, we agree these people music need to go through our channels, then it will be easier because I'm already established certain things. It's the same black them. It's the same people who need the message, who holding us back. So if we can get to even one person like Black just said, even the minister of culture and minister of culture in each country could accept and open that channel and move the obstacle, then we'll be in a better state that the state of reggae is in right now.
No, that's very true. I
You see
think
what I'm
that
saying?
there is a lot of those things that we do have to build. And when you look at the positive side of the coin, reggae is being used right now for moral regeneration within the city of Johannesburg, and it's doing a lot of healing in a lot of communities. So reggae music is working very closely in those type of spheres, and I think we put a lot of pressure. It's also a young nation out here in the South, only 25 years since we've got our independence. So it's a little bit of time to learn a lot of things. And I can just say one thing is that we learn very quickly out here.
Quite interesting there. Moving from the government, I'm looking at the biggest reggae festivals in the world. They are not happening. They are not being run by black people. They're not being run by the creators of reggae music, right? They're being run in Europe and the US. Why do we have a situation where we don't have such a big festivals like Reggae Sunsplash or Rotterdam festival happening in Africa or in Jamaica?
We can't get no license.
Sunsplash.
We can't get no license. If you talk about Rotterdam, you're talking our Glastonbury. We have 1 million people. In Jamaica, you maybe get 30,000, and that's a big crowd. You understand? So these people, we don't have the facilities. In Europe, remember, they control, so they can say yay or nay. It's up to them. It's not up to us because we don't have the facilities. So we still need to get the facility to be able to. We have the capability because in the background is Bakra Massa, but in the foreground it's me and people like Leroy. We are the ones, and Fred, we are the ones that putting these things together for these people because they don't know anything about the music. So they still come to the little man who can, you can use him and give him a little bit of money, and then he's gonna go and put on all the biggest artists. And from the artists he's getting, if you say you want Ziggy Marley, and Ziggy Marley wants X amount, or Damian Marley and he wants Buju wants this, only those people can afford it. Because what they do now, they buy out all the contracts. Live Nation and these people, they buy out the artists, give them like $1 million US, and say, okay, we're gonna tour you 50 shows in 1 year time, so don't do no shows for 1 year. We need to have that kind of money where we can give an artist $1 million US and say, look, we don't gonna do no show until we say so.
Yeah, man.
The Julius take up again. What we supposed to
we've lost Elder Fred there. But whilst I try to make the reconnection to Elder Fred, I'm just gonna play a snippet of a song, and then we come back in the next 1 minute. Stay tuned to others that are watching. We're also going to read some of your comments, and then we continue. This is Viva Mandela by Don Dada.
Como Madiba, uyemyem bavele bambhetsela sobitha ngolomsila bafunga kathiki sijonge kuwe ilizwe eliyakhaya indoda emadodeni talibunga
amandla awethu Orlando Soweto bayethe Madiba Viva Mandela amandla awethu Orlando Soweto bayethe Madiba Viva Mandela
1918 July, Transky birthed the king. All hail the chief. Wake the giant from his sleep. The black Pimpinelli ducking D's on the daily. That was the early 60s. Freedom fighter, brought to break the levee of a broken system. Now I feel the winds of change blowing right through the trees. It's cool breeze over rough seas. Yeah, it brings peace and unity. And after that, we were born free. And that's just the start of our story. pulling the branch of a tree, the name that was given to me. The heavens look down and agree.
Amata, Awetu, Orlando.
Welcome back. Welcome back. We're just taking a small commercial break there. Elder Fred, you were saying something before we lost you. The connection to you there. You may continue.
Yeah. Yeah. So, come up. What I'm saying is, a lot of our artists, because of survival, a lot of them think for some money. If it sound big, them can take that, and then them step over the small man now and go on to these white folks who have all the money, as Blacker was saying earlier. Them in Europe, them can keep the big concert and them can pay the money, and the artists get a big money, so them get than the artist because his name is happening now and everybody's looking forward to him, and a lot of them get buyout because everybody want to live. So them say without money you can't survive. So if I make some good offering, which is not even enough, but it sounds enough to the artist. A lot of them sign contracts and get money, and then, as Blacker was saying, you can't do no show because you're under contract for a local promoter who is not in that category, you know? So I think, as I was saying, we need to have more control to make the music stay alive because it's not dead, as we say. We need to have more control over doing the concerts. Like in Africa, listen up. In South Africa, I've been there, but if we're going to keep something in comparison to our reggae sunsplash, then it should be controlled by the black people there. If we can't control what Europe does, but on the continent which is dominant, black, we should make our promoters be black promoters who want to see reggae music. Go back and tap, and do all the shows. And when some like a white Mars come and want the things and want buy way to run them and say, no, our people think we are dealing with it, no, can't fight for too long. How can you want the enemy to be the one to make your thing work? You know what I say? That's silly. How can you make the same mistakes all over and expect a good result? You know? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. No, I totally hear you. Now music is going digital. We still have the struggle to get black people to own these festivals and control them and manage them. And now music is going digital. Still, the platforms are not being. We don't have many black people that are involved in these platforms.
Like virtual.
And also there's an issue of piracy and copyright and stuff. Yes. So I wanted to ask, what is the situation like in Jamaica with regard to digital distribution, copyrights, royalties? In Zimbabwe, it's a big topic. It's a big struggle.
Oh, a lot of us in Jamaica are from old school, still not for all the differences. But because we paved the way and suffered, I think the younger artists come and have the business part together more than us as long time artists, because you know what time we never used to get nothing. And then now, if you're not in it still, you're then trying to find out how you protect your rights. But the intellectual, which is your own thing that you create, you're supposed to find out all the different ways and means how you can get or derive whatever you should get from being the person who created this thing. So you're never too old to learn, but we're still learning and we're still in it because you have to be in it to win it. But in Jamaica, I think the younger artists, they're more aware. Because you see, when you learn from somebody else's experience for the years, it helps you more because they're saying we're not going to go through what the veterans went through. So them digitally now, people are able to go on computers, social media is available, and you can find out Google things, bam, and get things running even easier than in him. And I'm recording from in the 60s. I was just a teenager. So we didn't have a friend means of knowing things. So it's even if them plan to know them can find more than we would have thought fast, you know? So we need to get hip to what's going on and find out take our right and this the computer and social media to our disposal, the different apps you can go on. So Jamaica is fast becoming more computer literate, and a lot of people in Jamaica to protect their rights. I have people in place because black people is the most intelligent people in the world. You know, we have the best lawyers, everything. Jamaica is a little island, is big. We look about what I have the greatest minds down here because they are of African descent. You know, you see. So it's just we supposed to enter into learning, what we're supposed to know. You see what I'm saying?
I totally
Did you
get
hear
you there.
that?
Yes, I heard you there. So I think I'll cross over to Elder Leroy, and then Black Dread, and
Yes.
then Don. What's your take? Digital music. Music has gone digital.
Yeah, man. Music going
Reggae.
digital.
Yes.
Music going digital is a blessing. Cause guess what? Now I learned about control and how many different ways I can make money from music. You know, we can actually control our streaming situation right now. So for me, we are in a better position. Plus, vinyl is back 100%. You know, so we have more than one different ways of selling and making money from music. There's a lot of ways to
Right.
make money from music digital right now. And that before we never know nothing about them things. So I give thanks. I learn them bits and pieces.
Yeah, man.
Since I start to use digital distributor, Top Gun International. So for me, it's a great thing.
Right.
Great. Elder
Yeah.
Black Dread.
I've been getting into the digital stuff for a long time. I had my first computer when I had my record shop in 1996. I actually put a website up. Just at that point, you couldn't sell music, but you could put the titles up there, and then people could email you back an order. So I think it is a blessing because I had people from Scotland, which is like 800 miles away from London, and they could order records and I send it by post. But the digital era has also changed the ball game again because now people can sit at home and buy what they want. And you don't have to buy it and keep it either. You stream it and when it's gone, it's gone. But I'm still like the old fashioned that you buy your record and you have it, you have a copy of it and it's there in your archive. So that part of the music, the nostalgic part, I love it because I still produce and promote vinyl music. I always put vinyl music out as when possible, but the digital downloads is excellent because, like Leroy and Fred is saying, you can earn from it as an individual rather than going to a major company. It's one of the things that the internet has done for us, being able to be in control of our own stuff, our own product. Because before, I gave my product to one record company. I went to France and I see my record out on another label, produced and arranged by somebody completely different. And it was my production. So now you can't do it because when I put my stuff up, you can't put it up again. It's not gonna be able to go up there again unless you change the information and you need to know all the information about the song. And as soon as you put it up, if it's not the right thing, I can contact and they will take it down. So yeah, I think the digital thing is good and it's here to stay. So we just have to get on with it.
That is great.
Right.
M. Zanzi, Don Dada, Wagwande. Just hold on, stay tuned, hold. Yeah, you can take it again now. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I was saying I think digital is a double-edged sword. It's so beautiful. It's beautiful because it gets your music all over the world. It's easy for an artist to as Mr. Leroy Scarlett has said, to have control over your music. You could even equate digital era to be in the birth of so many independent artists. So many people are now able to do a job that before was only viewed that a record label could do. So it's a beautiful thing in that regard. At the same time, So many people are creating music, and so much music is being created. People are so spoiled for choice nowadays. The attention span has gotten short. So artists are not creating, in my opinion, full bodies of work. People are more concentrating on singles. Music has become a whole different beast. And that's okay, because every industry has to evolve throughout the eras, throughout the times. You look at Henry Ford evolving the cars and turning it into a production line. You look at McDonald's with their innovations and so on. So every industry has to evolve with time, and music had to do so. I just hope that as the innovations and everything change and continues, I hope that the heart and soul of music is not lost. The playing of instruments and so on, because that's really, for me, what music really matters. I think the passion for it. I think people are looking at music so much as business. You really hear about the passion side. So digital is awesome, but just don't forget your passion for music. Start where it all began.
Yes,
Right.
the root.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I want.
Tafi Art says here in Africa it is very difficult for reggae artists to make money digitally. A lot is to be done to make sure that to make digital music age actually pay African artists. This is what he says. What's your response to that?
Oh, man, to pay African artists, man, it's a hustle. Look, any music, and I wouldn't just put a label on reggae music. It's a hustle. There's a lot of structures that are not working as they should. There's a lot of governing bodies that are not operating as they should. There's also a lot of artists who are not doing business as they should. You're creating music and you're not signing up, or you're not protecting your creative IP. So that's also something that's a problem. There's just a lot of gray areas that need sorting out. Look, I think education is the key. The more you know, the more that you can do. So artists need to start educating themselves in all aspects, talk about the business aspect, because I know we spend most of our time thinking about the musical side, but there's other things that go with this. So we need to understand. We've got to understand our contracts. Contracts are going to determine how much you're getting paid, how are you getting paid, who's paying you. So these are all things you need to know. I think as artists, sometimes you become so desperate that you jump into situations that you don't fully understand. And when it doesn't pan out the way that you want it to, then it's like, hey, where's my money? So I think everyone is at fault. Everyone is at fault. I think we need to put our hands together, and so do they.
Yeah.
This is quite interesting. I'm going to move on to the issue of Africa and Jamaica connection. The connection between the African music scene and then the Jamaican music scene. But I'm just going to play 30 seconds of a song that was done by two artists from Zimbabwe, reggae artists, Scarlett and Lazzy T. Stay tuned.
What do you know? Symbols. Check, oh my, oh my. My body deep. Show them that you're a star. Say color. Show them you're a star. Oh my, oh my. Using black magic in your life, hey, they've been trying so hard. But yes, I could take it. Good each on each but I say, my brother, don't worry, you're gonna make it one day in your life. Don't worry.
Oh God,
Mhm.
I feel it again, again and again. Oh Lord, I feel it again. Life is not a race, oh my friend. We've got to love one another. What are we fighting for? I don't know. We live to pass. Life is truly short. Hold your hands, my brothers and sisters.
So welcome back, welcome back. We just took a small commercial break there. We played two songs, one from Laziti featuring Sekalas, all the way from Zimbabwe, and also I Finton, a Zimbabwean artist who's based in Germany.
Yeah,
Reggae
man.
music lives in Zimbabwe.
I see that video was shot by Gandanga, man.
Yes, it was shot by Metaphysics.
And them, that's my uncle, bro.
Such a small world. Wow, great. Unity, Zimbabwe, Africa, and Jamaica. Do you think that there is unity? I know there's been a couple of collaborations amongst artists from Africa and Jamaica. In Zimbabwe, big artists are coming to perform, a lot of Jamaican artists coming to perform. Do you see that we're moving in the right direction in terms of uniting the continent and the reggae nation?
I think there is unity. I think that, Jamaican people are so open and they're so willing to help you, especially when you're talking about reggae music. I think that not enough of us are actually making the effort to try and connect back. I think that, you have to make the effort, man. Like the Leroy, Elder Leroy Scarlett, Elder Blacker Dread, Elder Fred Locks. These are legends of reggae music. These are people that if you just have a conversation, you can learn so much about reggae music. So if you're making music, these are the type of people you would want to speak to. You know what I mean? So I think the onus is on us. I think we have to be the ones to forge these relationships. I do think that Zimbabwe and the rest of Africa is really growing in that direction. And I could even point more specifically at Nigeria with the Afro step sound. That's something that's very fresh, and Jamaica is also embracing it, and it's bringing the continent closer. So I think day by day, Africans in the diaspora are being united, and we're doing it through music, we're doing it through film, we're doing it through dance, we're doing it in any way that we can, and it's a beautiful thing. And that's what reggae music is about: unity, peace, love.
Right.
And we have a great saying in Jamaica. We have a great saying in Jamaica. So
Oh,
every
sir.
beat of the drum you hear is an African beat. So we are
Of course.
tied together by the navel string. We cannot be cut apart. Every beat of the drum you hear is an African beat. So we don't see Africa as a lot of countries. We see Africa as a continent,
Yeah.
as one massive place. People change up Africa. We see it as the place. So it's our motherland. So
So can
everything
I?
to do with we're crying out for people. Don Dada, we're crying out for people. Because
Yeah.
I've been voicing like we called obviously with Reggae Powerhouse, Don Dada and Safa Diallo from Guinea, Jupiter from South Africa, people like those.
Yeah,
We're
man.
trying to do songs with them because we want to bring in the culture and get some of that lovely sounds that you have in Africa. Because there's some sounds that we need to blend them with the reggae. Because we
Yeah,
have the
man.
root part, but we have the next part where we need it. So with you understand?
Yeah.
We join together and we blend it and make it that sound. That's why it is the world music because it's from Africa. We
Wow.
It's
only
like
get
Can I
But we
say
are.
something then?
Yeah,
You
man.
can
Of
say
course.
something. Is African blood that's in the Jamaican people that Africa can even relate to our thing because
Yeah.
it's the descendants of African that come down here. You know, I know. Yeah, I hear the brother was in colony in Don Dada one I'm telling him, where you there? You know, say the pastor and everything. You know what I say? Where you there?
Where you there?
So you know, so the thing is like it's one big family. You know. So we are dealing with your dialect and you are dealing with our dialect and you are dealing with our music and we are dealing with your music and we're going to unite the thing together because right now we're one big people. It's because of
Family.
slavery.
A
Yeah,
Jaja,
slavery bring
we
people.
father.
Yeah. So that's CI. You see it.
I hear that so many times. We are one
Babylon
people.
no want to hear that.
Yeah, man. Okay.
Babylon no want to hear that. Him send the helicopter because him want to walk. What Dan Dada trying to say? I'm Fredlocks.
I hear one love most of the times when it's a conversation. I mean, across the uh, countries, but
Worldwide.
apparently, I hear that there is not so much of African music that plays on like Jamaican media. There's
Ah,
little that is known there about African music
ah,
or reggae music.
listen, all right, could I say something now? It's not a lot of reggae music play all over Africa, as you said earlier. So we need
Yeah,
to stress that. But you have a Muta Baruka. A lot of people that can't identify with it because of language differences. But Muta Baruka will play 5 hours African music, and some people say, "Oh, what the hell that man? We don't understand what they must start out, you know." See? So what people need to learn the languages that we can
Yeah,
say, well,
and
this is what about.
sometimes when you go out, sometimes when you go out, you hear you hear those songs, you hear them. Because if it's a big song in anywhere in Africa, it's gonna play in Jamaica. Believe me.
Yeah.
It will
But
play because
the people lean to the ones that are in English mostly. But that's
all
why
right,
if you,
but there's still the beat. You can't get rid of the beat.
Like what
no, you can't get rid of it.
I haven't spent too long in Jamaica plot, but what I have seen from when I was there, I've heard Afro songs playing on the radio. I've heard
Right.
it's like a Dread said, if it's a big song, if your song is doing good, it's gonna play. It's gonna play,
Yeah,
and it
I have to
just
play. The world's gonna play.
I think even Prince KB with Jerusalema, you're talking about a half a
Biggest
billion
song.
downloads. That must have been
That's the
playing.
biggest song. That's the biggest song in Jamaica today.
when it's a Master KG,
Something else now. So yeah,
Master KG, Jerusalem.
yeah.
Biggest
It's
song.
quite
Biggest
interesting.
big
The
song
biggest song
right
in
now.
Germany as well.
Exactly. That song it took over the world, and you know what's even crazier is that nobody actually knows the girl that's singing on the song. That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
No,
Right.
massive song, man. Every baby, every grandmother, every mommy, everyone singing Jerusalem.
Wow.
Massive.
Massive.
And Freddie Afro tune was him African woman, my African
Boom.
Yeah.
African
that
Queen.
African queen.
Oh
That
yeah,
tune
Two
play
Face.
that tune take over Jamaica. I mean like Storm past every Jamaican reggae song. See, but what I'm saying is a language barrier sometimes that don't make an all African or a Swahili language or something different that we don't understand it. So, but it from it's in English, it's going to be played. It's from beat, it's going to be played. So it's about we if people doing it in their own language.
And talking about language in Zimbabwe, when you talk about reggae and dancehall music, um, a lot of the artists think that the magic, the trick, is around being able to speak patois.
Yes, man.
Part of it.
We go and turn it in the international language.
Mhm.
Yeah, can we break up the English and turn it and say we not like we just change up the English word them and make them our own language. We are the only people in Jamaica who have our own language as a derivative from the English language. You like what I say? We not there, no, appreciate. We say appreciate love,
Yeah.
you know. And I just say how do I spell different? So we just change up them language and find better meaning. So it's a nice if Jamaica dialect become an international language because even when Africans sing in our patois, it seems to reach further.
Mm.
In our
Yeah.
patois, you know what I'm saying? Because people can relate to it even better.
Plot. You know what I find very interesting? I don't
Yes.
know if you've noticed, but patois is very similar to pidgin. Pidgin
Yeah.
is spoken in Nigeria, Cameroon,
Okay.
Ghana. So I mean, yeah, I don't think it's really. I don't think that you could put a language as the magic, but
No, it's the music by
No,
itself.
no, it's not the language. No. But when people sing in Jamaican music, if they're Africans or Europeans, them tend to want to sing it in our
yeah,
kind of dialect because
yeah,
they want people to understand what they're saying. But if we learn our languages, African languages, which is so many, but if we learn a lot of them and them do songs in them, and we could say, because a youth was voicing from Guinea for Blacker Dread, and the engineer was saying, Blacker, you know what I'm saying? Suppose this curse him a curse with.
So you know what I did? What I did, I made him do some parts of it. I said to him, in order to try and win our support over here, you gotta do some words in your language and then give us the meaning in our
Right.
language so we can understand what you're saying. Because although he explained it to me, that's not explaining it to everyone.
yeah.
You understand? So we
You
have to
bridge the
make
gap.
like even if we make the English version and then the Jamaican version and then the African version.
I
Yeah,
know about
So we have
about him,
to do
Blacker. I don't want to cut him. You know about him? The man have timing for killing, you know. The man sound, if you can also oversee, the man bad like a yard.
when you use to
I tell
himself.
you.
but you know, plot. One thing that I
Yeah.
can tell you is that, or I can ask you, is that, in my opinion, if reggae music is made, let's say in Shona, or it's made, for me, it's still reggae music. Don't you agree?
No, man, it's not on,
Yes,
man. Right there. Like that.
It's
yes,
still,
man.
Yeah.
it's still
Solitary.
reggae music, I think.
Exactly.
Solitary.
It's not the language, but it's the message. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's not the language, right? I agree with you.
Yeah.
But because in each country, then in every country, people, if a person in Senegal, South Africa, do it in them tongue that they speak, then people
Yeah.
will understand it and it will reach out to them. So
Yeah. Yeah.
it's about reaching out to people
Yeah,
in
I
whatever
want
language
to
you
man.
speak.
I got
I
the
mean,
engineer.
Somebody
in
remember.
South Africa, we have 11 official
Which
languages. That
which
means
one
11
was it?
languages of
Oh,
reggae.
I
Zimbabwe,
put together
16
and for
official
them people.
languages. So reggae is done in many ways, but it's not about that. It's
And
about
listening.
who you are reaching and how you're reaching them.
All right,
So how we
look how
put it
many years
on
ago Bob Marley
so
came
how we
to
put it on
Zimbabwe.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And Bob Marley tell your mother when she have a son must name him Nesta, and you got that name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So so
And
that it's about being able to transport your message in a
yeah.
divine way through the music, you know?
Yes. Yeah.
So yeah, before we end our program, I wanted to ask about the sound system culture. Uh,
Black
in
or Dread, where him
Zimbabwe,
them?
you saying?
Look, I Black get knocked out. A Black or Dread is a sound system, man, you know.
turn up the volume. Hello.
Black or Dread,
Yeah,
you can
man.
hear us?
Yeah, we
Oh,
can.
okay.
In a
I,
place,
I I was asking how is the sound system culture in Jamaica at the present? Is it still alive?
Oh,
Because in Zimbabwe,
yeah,
it used to be the biggest thing.
look here. I will
Yeah.
answer to that then.
Mhm.
Fred Lock's talking. I will answer to that. Because of COVID, this pandemic, you only have virtual performances. So people are not allowed to be crowded anymore in any venue.
Mhm.
So what is happening now? Before all of that, dance was nice. Everybody go out and it had certain curfew hours. Like during the week, you can go 12 o'clock, and weekend you could go to 2 o'clock a.m. But now at the COVID coming, a curfew time is like today. I think it's 4 o'clock. So you can still there's no dance that can keep and surpass the hours, the curfew hours, and if more than the allowed amount of people in a venue, them come and shut it off. And if it's past the hours, people get arrested. But before all of that, dancehall was the place where people, as Blacker said earlier, where hundreds of people earn because you have people come to the venues and sell them food, sell juices and everything. But the COVID thing put a clamp on that. It has dampened that. So the dancehall, I mean, like the sound system thing is not up like before then, because it's not they're not able to operate for the hours that they used to do before. But sound system has been used to promote our music that that the radio wouldn't play. So it played part because certain radio stations don't play certain songs where you could go to the dance and hear it. You see what I'm saying?
My brothers, my
Yes.
battery
Yeah.
is going. That's why it's cutting off.
Okay.
Um, I had 100% when I started. This is a powerful call, man.
Yeah.
The reason is powerful. It's draining the battery.
Yeah, man.
Okay. My one is down to a little bit too, but it's not so much
Yeah,
like yours.
mine is like 7% now.
But you know
Right.
what I'm
Right.
with you because you're on data. I'm at home. I'm on internet. It don't slow me down so badly. But I'm
Okay.
glad I could get in because when I just started, nobody was hearing me. But give thanks to the Most High, Jah Rastafari, I get to send my peace. The last year.
Last year.
Before we end, I wanted to ask your advice to young artists in Zimbabwe that are doing reggae music. And also in Zimbabwe, we have a genre called Zim Dancer. I don't know if you've heard of Zim Dancer before.
Is
No.
power.
Yeah. Well,
Could
it's
you tell me?
bouncing.
So
So,
Zim Dancer,
what I would say before my battery dies,
yeah, man.
what I would say is that if you're gonna make reggae music, make good reggae music. Make conscious reggae music. Make reggae music that can last 50 years, 100 years. Don't make no 3 week music or no 2 week music. Because if you notice the dancehall music, after a while, you don't want to hear it again. If you hear it, you say, I can't believe I used to listen to that song. So we
Yeah.
don't want reggae to get into that category. So make good
Yeah.
music, great music, loving music, social commentary music, life music. You know, Mr. Mandela said reggae music was part of the responsibility of him coming out because everybody united and sang. I had the great pleasure of meeting that man, and I was a member of the ANC from
Yeah.
in London. So I understand the struggle. So keep the struggle real, keep the music real, and let's not forget the message, which is
Right.
one love. Yeah, one love, one heart, one destiny. And my brothers, if my battery goes, it's one love, and I think Fred may have to continue, or I don't know, but my battery is
Yeah.
going. It's like
I will just give my closing argument.
4%.
Yeah,
My
man.
So,
my
yeah,
closing
so my
argument.
brothers, love and respect, and Don Dada,
Thank you
we're
so
gonna
much. Enough
speak.
respect. I
Thank
appreciate
you, my
it.
brother. Love and
Asante
Yeah.
respect.
My
Baba. Thank you so much.
Yeah, yeah, man.
Blessed.
Give
yeah. My
thanks to the
closing.
world and give
Bless.
thanks
Yeah.
to
My
life.
closing. Yeah. My
Yes. Yeah,
closing
man. You
now.
can close, Fred, because my battery have
Yeah.
a
Your
dead
battery
soon.
I die. Yeah. So
All
yeah. Me I
right.
saying I'm
Love and
closing.
respect, my brother. Leroy, bless
Rastafari.
them up, Leroy.
Blessing. One love to the world.
See?
Keep it real.
Thank you so much, Elder.
Love
All
elder.
right.
All right.
Bless them,
Yeah. Me I
brother.
say no. Afraid rocks no. Me
Yeah.
I say. Yeah. Me I say no. Don't mix up reggae with dancehall. But if you have the Jamaican music, whether it's dancehall or reggae, because them have different names, no? Reggae is a different music. So I've never heard about the Zim reggae or whatever, but I'm saying when you talk about reggae, reggae is different from what they call dancehall, it's different from ska, it's different from mento, it's different from Afrobeat, it's different from all of those. Everything is a different genre. So reggae is you feel it in the one drop, you know? See? So that's why I know when people do reggae music, they mostly put conscious lyrics, either love songs, social commentary, as Black I say, or protest songs, or spiritual songs. But the dancehall beat encourages derogatory lyrics, so don't mix it up. Reggae is reggae. So if you're doing reggae music, make sure you put conscious lyrics on our tempo, because we don't want the dirty thing, right? See,
Yes, sir.
Dandada,
Yes, sir. Blessing, sir. I see that.
highly blessed.
Highly
Yeah, man.
blessed.
And I
Ja.
see what you're saying. So you're waiting, Rastafari. You're waiting for right to come on the continent. I hope it will be soon. Because the people need us, you know?
Yes, sir. We need you ASAP. As soon as there's a chance, we're gonna make a plan to get you guys here.
Yes, man, Rastafari. I'm going to make it possible. Yeah, man.
Thank
So blessed. This was a nice conversation. No music to involve. We play two little Zimbabwean thing, no Jamaican thing, but we still feel happy. And in closing, I say, give thanks. I hope the listenership is wide that people learn something from this, and
Yes,
give
sir.
thanks for the opportunity. Bless up the one them. I didn't even get the name of the presenter, the host. The host name.
my name is Plot Marco. Plot Marco.
Fried Marco.
Plot.
Fried.
Plot.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
a plot Marco.
How it's spelled?
Plot. MH Plot PLOT. Yeah, that's my name.
Plot.
Plot.
Okay,
Yeah.
plot. A plot them a plot against tie and I, but them can't win. Because we have the plot. We have the plotter on our side. Bless you, your brother.
Thank you. I'm gonna play you one song, Zim Dance song, before you go, just to
All
get
right.
a feel of this. There's reggae, but there's also Zim Dance, which is big. Just stay tuned. So that is the voice of One Soldier Love. He just passed away a couple of months ago. This year, he was a living legend in terms of.
You know what I love about that? It reminds me of the real dancehall music in Jamaica. The 80s beat. It's not the nowadays thing, but it more sound like soca. This sound very nice, like our night. The era when they had Shaka Demos and players and all the different things. Yeah, the real dancehall music that. You understand?
I remember that, Elder. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Elder.
Blessed love.
Blessed.
I know I'm a Rasta man, so blessed in the name of Rastafari,
Yeah, Rasta.
I bless.
Bless.
I bless. I.
Thank you. Thank you so much to everyone who's been watching. It's been an honor. It's been awesome. Don Dada, you're the realest, you're the baddest. Thank you so much for making this possible. And to the entire team behind the scenes, people that made this possible, I just want to say thank you so much for making this possible. And everyone at Rough Cut, thank you so much. It's been awesome. We definitely look forward to another conversation. And to the elders that were part of the conversation there, Blacker Dread, Fred Locks, as well as Leroy's Scarlett. Thank you so much, elders, for the wisdom, and thank you so much, Don Dada. It's been awesome to everybody who's been tuned in. My name is Plot Marco. It's been great. Taffy Arts, I see you've been supporting. Elliot Dana, thank you so much for tuning in as well. I could read all the comments, but so many comments that are coming through. Bright HY, thank you so much for that. What are your last words, Don Dada, before we close?
I want to say thank you to you, Plot, for providing this platform for reggae music and for the elders and for myself. It's been a huge honor for us to just have this moment to discuss reggae music. I want to say thank you to Taffy. I seen him; he's been messaging the whole time throughout the show. That's awesome. Thank you for your support, Elliot. We see you. Thank you very much. And condolences and love to the fans of Soldier Love. I see him right here, this side, right here next to me. Man, this was one of the saddest moments for us in Zimbabwe reggae music. We hope that everyone gets closure, and he's never forgotten. He must never be forgotten because this was someone who made a big impact. And again, thank you, Plot, for this opportunity. Air ground, we will see you again. Boom.
Boom. Keep your ears on the ground. Thank you so much. Bless. We're out.